In this video, I want us to listen to Eugene Wamalwa, for his sentiments are going to inform the basis of our analysis.
As we speak, Kenya has for the first time in recent days been added to the grey list of the world. The grey list is a shameful list of the most corrupt nations in the world. Those are the heavens of money laundering, the wash people. And indeed, Kenya has become a wash nation. Everything you look at now is fake, from the fake fertilizer. How do we trust these people? Someone who can pack donkey poop and put stones and add sand and call it fertilizer? Can you trust such a person? Can we trust these people who are calling themselves Kenya Kwanza? For us, we believe the rate at which we are going, this is Kenya Kwisha. Our country is going to the dogs. And we must call out Bwana Ruto, who has become like a Alibaba and his gang of 40 thieves, because they're stealing day and night from Kenyans. Now they've gone to the farmers. Kenya is an agrarian economy. We have over 80% earning a livelihood from agriculture. You promised them that when you enter State House, you will ensure there's guaranteed minimum returns to the farmers. Now that is not guaranteed anymore. When you are giving them stones, na mavi ya punda, na mchanga, na unaita hii ni mbolea. How are we going to grow food and remove Kenya from the list of food insecure nations of the world when we are allowing our wash friends in this government to give fake fertilizer and fake seeds to farmers?
We have lost money through affordable housing, through all these other many taxes that has actually been put on the Kenyan person. Now, if we lose food, Kenya Kwanza, what next are we going to have? We wish the CS, Agriculture, Mr. Lituri, he should be at home now. He cannot be enjoying a salary when the Kenyan women, the Kenyan farmer is going to suffer as a result of this long-term impact of fake fertilizer.
Eugene Wamalwa is stating facts as they are, and it's actually true that Kenya has been grey-listed. It's also true that this government is selling fake fertilizer to Kenyan farmers. Why is it that Kenyans are not angry enough to force William Ruto to even make a stop, or to pause to ask himself why Kenyans are angry with him? Because looking at William Ruto, he seems to be going on with this business, his campaigns as usual, as if nothing is happening. Why is it the case? If you look at the opposition has not set its boundaries. That's why we are seeing some opposition members of parliament, governors and even senators, saying they must work with the government for development. And they are making those remarks in the opposition strongholds. Top leadership of the opposition should be very ruthless with such leaders. Any leader in the opposition saying they must work with the government for development, that's a leader who should be treated as having defected. Let the opposition make that very clear to its members, because these are the leaders who are causing confusion and leaving loopholes open that Ruto is using to confuse their supporters. If you are in the opposition, your core business and responsibility is to oversight the government, is to attack the government. Don't press the government at any given time. Most of these opposition leaders have been pressing the government and even embracing the government. they are causing confusion amongst their supporters. So if the government messes, these same opposition leaders are the ones actually pacifying the ground, that's diffusing Kenyans' anger. The second reason, the opposition should have one message, and this message should be spread by all the opposition constituent parties. ODM, Wiper, DAP, any opposition party, they should be spreading one message at a time. As things are today, the issue is the fake fertilizer. Let all opposition leaders talk about that one issue at a time. If they do that, it will have some serious impacts on the ground. Now that we are seeing ODM on the other side campaigning to inherit Raila Odinga, Kalonzo and Eugene Wamalwa talking about fertilizer, and then another constituent party of Azimio also spreading a different message. I'm seeing that as a mistake. Let them spread one message at a time. Let ODM talk about fake fertilizer, Wiper talk about fake fertilizer. All the constituent parties, they should talk about the same thing at the same time. And let them be very combative enough. They should not be talking as if they are afraid. Another reason, if you look at these opposition leaders, they are coming out as cowards. They are not combative enough. You know, a Kenyan voter loves combative leaders. If you talk as if you are just, let them talk with authority. If they do that, even Kenyans will see they are serious, and the message they are trying to pass home will be received seriously. And also, if you look on how Ruto is doing his campaigns, Ruto is constantly on the ground. He's constantly on the ground campaigning for 2027. That's a strategy that has been proved to be very effective, considering what happened in 2022. The opposition should also borrow a leaf from that. Let them start aggressive campaigns, and the campaigns should be very consistent, not just attacking once and then they disappear. Let their attacks be very frequent and constant. Another reason, propaganda in Kenyan politics is also very effective. Ruto is using propaganda, and again, that has been proved as very, very effective. Recently, Ruto was in Rift Valley, and he was lying to the Kalenjin community that they only need 3,500 Kenya shillings to own the affordable houses. That was a propaganda. In that, Ruto never explained to them how they will own those houses. So a majority might have literally taken it to mean that it's only 3,500. That's a propaganda. And in one way or the other, it works. The opposition should also not be very straight with their messaging. They have to spice it with the propaganda. If they do that, their message will be taken very seriously on the ground. You know, propaganda sells. If you speak the truth always, Kenyans get bored of the truth. Spice it with a bit of propaganda. That's also something the opposition should actually do. Something also the opposition should consider, let them annoy Ruto's government to a point William Ruto will start going after them. The moment Ruto's government is not arresting, not threatening anybody, the ground tilts in the favor of the government. The moment the government unleashes its power on the opposition leaders, the ground tilts in favor of the opposition. They get that sympathy from the ground. And we saw that in Senegal. The president-elect of Senegal just came out from prison about 2 weeks ago. He came from prison and won the presidency. That proved it to me that the more the government oppresses the opposition, the more the opposition gets sympathy and popularity. As it is today in Kenya, very many Kenyans are tired, fed up of Kenya Kwanza government, but the leaders in the opposition are not combative enough to actually be seen as serious leaders who are out to fight the government. They are being seen as if they are attacking the government with caution. That is working against them on the ground. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Those watching us outside Kenya, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.